Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Tonight we take you back to Veterans Memorial Stadium in Pottsville, Pennsylvania on Friday night, the 21st of October, 1955, for the big encounter between the Pottsville Crimson Tide and the visiting Mount Carmel Joint High School Red Tornadoes. And now the starting lineup for the visiting Mount Carmel Joint High School Red Tornadoes. At left end, number 34, Ed Zulik. Left tackle, number 70, Tom Reback. Left guard, number 92, Dan Ficca. At center, number 30, William Painter. At right guard, number 83, John Hirsch. At right tackle, number 78, Ed Kemp. At right end, number 42, Ron Jellis. The quarterback, number 23, Wayne Cowder. Left halfback, number 22, John Butella. The right halfback, number 71, Glenn Wetzel. And the fullback, number 41, Robert Shannon. And now you see the rest of the Mount Carmel High School Red Tornado squad. The assistant coach, Mike Terry. Assistants, George Rona, Vic Dahl, Charlie Carlo. Athletic director, Glenn Mangus. And the officials for tonight's game, Walter Kurowski, Mike Lisetsky, Charles Blackburn, and John Gunther. And now the starting lineup for the Pottsville Crimson Tide. At left end, number 39, Heinbach. Left tackle, 31, Burkheiser. At left guard, number 28, Moyer. Center, 48, Davis. The right guard, 27, Caruso. At right tackle, number 47, Barnes. At right end, number 49, Devitt. The quarterback, number 11, Bouchard. The left halfback, 14, Julian. At right halfback, 22, Klinger. And the fullback, number 41, Schuster. And the rest of the Crimson Tide lineup. The head coach, Bud Bosick of Muhlenberg. Assistants, Frank Luchnick of Bloomsburg. John Tasso of Westchester. Ben Little of Kutztown. Director of Athletics, Chester Rogovich of Susquehanna. And Associate Director, Al Gertler of the University of Maryland. Dan Ficca's kickoff is taken by Pottsville at the 25, returned to the 27, Xenia on the tackle. First and 10 at the 27, number 41, fullback Schuster gets 4 yards to the 31, Ficca on the stop. Second and 6 at the 31, Klinger picks up 5 to the 36, Xenia makes a tackle. Then on third and 1 at the 36, quarterback Bouchard's jump pass to Heimbach, laterals to Schuster, stopped by Ficca. Fourth and 3 at the 34, Rosenberger punts out of bounds at the Mount Carmel 39. First and 10, number 71, Wetzel gets 10 yards, Barnes on the tackle. Shannon picks up 3 to the 47, 33, Minnick on the stop. Second and 7 at Pottsville 47, Wetzel goes 25 yards to the 22, tackled by number 11, Bouchard. First and 10 at the 22, Patella takes the pitch, loses one, Barnes making the stop. Second and 11 at the 23, quarterback Carter's pass to number 42, Ron Jellis, complete for 13 yards, Barnes on the tackle. Wetzel now gets 8 to the 2-yard line. Second and goal at the 2, Wetzel gets the end zone and a TD. The extra point by Xenia is blocked by Barnes. Ficca's kickoff taken at the 24 and returned 10 yards to the 34. At first and 10 at the 34, quarterback Bouchard's pass completed to left end Heimbach for 15, taken out of bounds by Santa Mary. First and 10 at the own 49, keeper by Bouchard to the 46, Harsh recovers the fumble, or makes the hit, and Xenia recovers the fumble. First and 10 Red Tornadoes. Butella on the carry to the 47. Fallon on the stop. Second and 8 at the 47. Shannon gets 10 yards and a first down. Number 40, Joel One on the tackle. First and 10 at 36. Wetzel goes outside for 17 yards. Joel One on the stop. Pottsville is called for a 15-yard personal foul. 5-yard Cotter pass, intercepted by Klinger, tackled by Jealous. First and 10, Schuster stopped by Ficka, no gain. Second and 10, Julian gets 6 to the 11. Third and 4 at the 11, Julian gets 5 to the first down at the 16. First and 10 at the 16, Schuster picks up 4 to the 20, Jealous and Reback on a stop. Julian then caught in the backfield by Camp and Zulik. Third and 6, pitch to Klinger, stopped by Wetzel, 1-yard gain. Rosenberger's punt goes out of bounds at the Pottsville 46. Mount Carmel first and 10, pitch to Shannon, gets 11, forced out of bounds. Butella now picks up 5 to the 30. Wetzel goes for 7 yards. And that ends the first quarter. And here we have Butella going 23 yards into the end zone, but there's a 15-yard clip against the Red Tornadoes. First down at 33, Cotter's pass falls incomplete. Second down at the 33, Cotter's pass is dropped at the 2-yard line. Quarterback Cotter's pass, a sensational catch is coming up here by Ron Jealous, all the way down to the 2-yard line. Montgomery first and goal at the 2, a quarterback sneak gets 1, stopped by Davis and Joel One. Second and goal at the 1, Shannon gets in for the Red Tornado touchdown. Xenia's PAT is good. Picca's kickoff is taken by number 12, Schuster. Jealous stops him at the 28. First and 10, Pottsville. Bouchard's pass falls incomplete. Second and 10 at the 28. Quarterback Bouchard loses 1 on a keeper. Third and 11 at the 27. Bouchard's pass is completed to Rosenberger, who races 73 yards into the end zone for a Pottsville touchdown. Klinger's PAT is good, and it's Mount Carmel 13, Pottsville 7. Pottsville kickoff returned 12 yards by Wetzel to the 37. Mount Carmel first and 10 at its own 37. Xenia picks up 4 to the 41, Davis on the stop. Second and 6 at the 41. Shannon bounces outside for 3 yards, Joel One making the tackle. Third and 3 at the 44. Cotter on a keeper gets 9 yards and a first down. First and 10 at the 47. Fumble pitch out is recovered by Butella, a loss of 4. Cotter's pass is completed to Butella, who hauls it in and outraces the defenders 51 yards into the end zone for a Red Tornado touchdown. The PAT by Xenia is blocked by Witkowski, and it's 19-7. The kickoff by Ficka goes out of bounds. Pottsville first and 10 on its own 40. Quarterback Bouchard's swing pass is dropped. Second and 10 at the 40. Bouchard's pass is thrown downfield and overthrown. Third and 10 at the 40. Bouchard again back to pass. Rosenberger's punt goes out of bounds on the 23. First and 10, Mount Carmel gets a 5-yard penalty for offside, and now Butella goes 2 to the 16. Wetzel picks up 4 to the 20. And on third and 13 at the 20, Cotter quick kicks to his own 44. We now pick up further action with Pottsville driving. Number 79, Tony Chicatano, who is in for the injured Jealous, was also injured, broken leg, and had to leave the game. Boucher dives over the line into the end zone. TD extra point attempt is blocked by Ed Camp, and Fallon's kickoff returned by Shannon, 33 yards to the 43, Devitt on the stop. First and 10 at their own 43, Xenia takes the pitch and goes 11 yards to the tied 46. First and 10 at the 46, Cotter's pass is intercepted by Rosenberger at the 10, tackled by Zulik. Pottsville Pottsville's Fallon's kickoff to the 20 is taken by Butella, and he returns it to the 30. First and 10, Wetzel. Butella carries for 15 yards to the 45 with George Jolin on the stop. First and 10 at 45, Wetzel gains 14 to the tied 41, Fallon making the tackle. On first and 10 at 41, a pitch back to Butella, and he picks up 2 yards to the 39. Wetzel now carries the ball for 5 yards out to the 34. And on third and 3, a pitch to Butella, no gain. With fourth and 3 at the 34, Wetzel gets the carry down to the 30 and a first down. First and 10 at the 30, Wetzel goes for 5 to the 25, Barnes on the stop. Carter's jump pass now is completed to Ron Jellis for 14 yards. Carter's pass this time is short and incomplete. And on second and 10 at the 11, Speedy Butella goes 11 yards into the end zone for the touchdown. The PAT by Xenia is blocked by number 46, Ed Davis. Pickett's kickoff is taken by number 25 on the 25 and returned 13 yards to the 38. Rosenberger takes it down to the 42 with Xenia and Jellis on the stop. Bouchard recovers his own fumble at the 37 for a 5-yard loss. And now Bouchard's pass is completed to Rosenberger, 12 yards to the 49. Bouchard's pass this time is broken up by number 74, Tim Santameri. Bouchard, on a quarterback keeper, gets 3 to the Mount Carmel 48. And now Bouchard back to pass again. And this pass is over. Rosenberger back for a punt, but it's a fake and a direct snap to Schuster, who gets 13 yards. Bouchard on a keeper now gets 7 to the 28. And we pick up further action. Tella takes it for 19 yards to the 35. Vitella now carries around right end to the Pottsville 43 for a 22-yard gain. On first and 10 at the 43, Wetzel is held to no gain. Barnes on the tackle. Carter's jump pass intercepted by Julian at the 32 and returned to the 38. Schuster now gets 7 to the 45 with Zulik on the stop. Julian gains 3, tackled by Santameri and Revac, and Julian carries to the Mount Carmel 44 for an 8-yard pickup, and that is the end of the third. To start the fourth quarter, it's second and 2 at the Mount Carmel 44. Julian gets a carry and gets 2 to 42. Then on second and 1, Bouchard on a quarterback sneak gets it. Klinger loses 3 as Harsh makes a stop. Schuster now picks up 7 to the 36 with Xenia making the tackle. Bouchard back to pass. It's deflected by Xenia. Bouchard's pass to Julian falls incomplete. And now Wetzel gets 2 to the 38 with Jolwan on the tackle. Wetzel had 13 on that play to the 49, and Wetzel goes 25 yards, stopped by Barnes and Schuster. Butella now takes it to the 4 for a gain of 20. And on first and goal at the 4, Butella loses 5, back to the 9, the left tackle coming in to make the tackle. Wetzel now to the 6, but there's a 15-yard flipping penalty, all on the 24. Butella picks up a low pitch and loses 8 back to the 32. And now Carter back to pass, and it falls incomplete. The fourth down on the film, and we pick up further action with Pottsville. First and 10, Bouchard sweeps right into the 38, Wetzel on the tackle. Bouchard back to pass now, and it's broken up by Shannon. On a short snap, it's fumbled and recovered by number 90, Joe Elgin. Carter now gets 3 on a keeper with Heimbach making the stop. And Wetzel picks up 7 with Jolwan on the tackle. Carter now on a sneak gets 2 to the first down, and Shannon loses 2. Carter's pass falls incomplete, and Wetzel picks up 13 yards with Barnes on the stop. On the next play, at the 26, Potter's pass falls incomplete, and Potter is held to no gain. Potter gets 3 to the 10, and not shown is Cotter's fumble on the 2-yard line, recovered by the Tide, and Bouchard hit Rosenberger on a 27-yard screen pass, but was thrown for a 14-yard loss by Bob Zulik on the final play of the game. Final score, 1955, Mount Carmel Joint High School Red Tornadoes 25, Pottsville High School Crimson Tide 13.